All right, guys, it's Octavious again. We're moving on from our stretching. We're continuing our warm up and going into the activation section. So with stretching, we kind of loosened everything up. Now we have to wake it all back up and get it ready for some big movements again. So first, we're going to start with the hips. So we're going to do standing hip extension, and all that is from this standing position with tall posture, not leaning forward too much. You're going to activate your glute to raise your leg behind you, squeezing the glute tight and keeping the leg straight. Again, focus on not leaning forward. And at the top of the movement, just pause and give a good squeeze in your glute before you come back down, just to make sure we make each rep count. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, switch legs, tall posture, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, don't lean forward, guys. Don't think about just raising your leg. Think about squeezing your glute muscle as hard as you can. 2 more. Okay, we're staying with the hips. We're just going to hit a different region. So this one will be for your outer hip. You're going to use your chair for balance, and on the opposite side of your body, raise that leg out to the side. So here you should feel it in this part of your hip. So at the top, just like on the last one, we're working on pausing at the top. Squeeze it, and just try to really feel that muscle getting activated. Two more. All right, I'm gonna slide. Left leg, tall posture, use one hand to balance. Keep that leg straight and raise it straight out to the side. 2, 3, try not to lean over. 4, only make the leg move. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, guys, we're going to work on a sit to stand. This is a squat variation. I'm going to stand in front of your chair, feet about shoulder width apart or a little wider. Your toes, we want to have them pointed slightly out, but don't exaggerate it. So we don't want your toes out like this. Just a little. All right, guys, remember, with this squat, the first motion is to make your butt travel backwards. So don't just squat straight down into your knees. Push your butt back, and then let your knees get involved. Some other thing to focus on, push your knees out away from each other to the side. Keep pulling your butt back, 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 back the more you go down. And keep your chest open, shoulders back, don't hunch over. 1 more. Okay, single leg balance. So here's just gonna kind of get your hips and all the rest of your stabilizer muscles going. So if we're balancing on the right leg, use your left hand for support on your chair. If you can remove your hand for a challenge, but if you don't feel safe, keep your hand there. Relax. Okay, let's stick to that same leg. We'll do one more hold. Try to balance for 10 seconds. Ready? Go. Relax. Okay, other leg. So remember, if you are balancing on one leg, it's going to be your other hand that has support on the chair. Ready? Go. Four, three, two, relax. All right, we're going to hit that leg one more time. Ready? Go. Relax. All right, guys. We're going to get some lateral movement in. So here we're going to get into an athletic position. So feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. You're going to push your butt back, slide your hands down to your knees. Make sure your back is straight like this. You don't want to be hunched here. All right, once you find your athletic position, we're going to work on taking 3 steps to each side. Let's go left. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're moving right. 1, 2, 3. Try to keep the butt down. Back left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, last 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Okay, guys, 2 more exercises. We're going to do a standing hip flexor activator. So this is another one where we're going to use your chair for some balance support. So you're going to raise up the right knee, whichever hand is not on the chair, and take your hand and place it on top of your knee and try to push against your knee to drive your leg back down, but we won't let that happen because you're pushing back up into your hand. So there's a constant pressure. Five, 4, 3, 2, relax. Okay, let's get the other side. So we're working with the left knee. You're going to use your right hand to balance. So raise that knee up to hip height. Place your hand on top of your knee and push your palm and your knee into each other. Trying to drive my knee up through my hand and do the same with my hand into my knee. Relax. Okay, guys, last exercise is going to help you with shoulder mobility. This is a wall slide. So find a place on the wall. You want the heels of your feet about 4 inches away from the wall, so your feet don't need to be touching. We want head touching, shoulders, butt, and arms. And we want to take a breath in and exhale. As you press your arms up above your head. As our arms slide up the wall, you want to gently press your arms back against the wall to try to keep them flat. Try not to overarch your back. So your belly shouldn't come all the way out. You should try to keep your back flat. If you have trouble with that one, then you can kind of regress it by facing the wall and putting your forearms against the wall. And you press up here. Now just keeping your forearms pressed against the wall as high as you can. Again, you want to keep your spine neutral, so we don't want to arch too much. We want to keep your rib cage down and stay flat and neutral in your back. And just slide up the wall to your range of motion. Okay, guys, that is the last movement in our activation section. We're getting ready to get into some strength next. See you soon.